See what the UA is doing to help students find job opportunities.
New details on the UA students arrested during the Elite 8 riots.
And learn what a new study is saying about the effects of social media. All this and more tonight on Wildcast.
Live from the University of Arizona UA TV studio, this is Wildcast.
Welcome to Wildcast. I'm Max Efren.
And I'm Jackie Kent. Thanks for joining us tonight. Competition for work is at an all-time high. Many students are looking for any advantage available. Wildcast reporter Sheridan Fiddleman has more on how U of A graduates are helping current students find connections.
With employment opportunities so hard to find, many U of A students wonder how to launch their career and make contacts in their field. Thanks to SAA, the Student Alumni Association, students now have that opportunity. Since started in 2008, Cat Cafe events are hosted yearly by the university alumni. Cat Cafe is an amazing opportunity for students to meet and network with alumni who are in their career of interest.
Networking events are really helpful because it gives students a chance to meet with alumni, and a lot of the time it turns into job opportunities. The alumni are always so friendly and give students great career advice. I've learned so much from alumni, and they've helped me with my career path and my career development.
In previous years, the alumni would have welcomed students into their homes, and they would network there. This year, students and alumni come together at the Alumni Association building and make lifelong friendships here. Reporting at the University of Arizona for Wildcast, I'm Sheridan Fiddleman.
The skies will be seeing a lot of activity this coming weekend. Davis-Monthan Air Force Base is hosting its annual open house this Saturday and Sunday. Aerial demonstrations, aircraft displays, and information sessions will be featured throughout the event. Admission and parking are free. Traffic around the base is expected to be heavy. All spectators will have to pass through a security checkpoint where purses and bags will be inspected. Do not bring your pet because they will not be allowed on the event's grounds. The Community Food Bank of Southern Arizona will be there as well in case you wish to donate any non-perishable food items.
The nation's largest student-run carnival is coming to campus in just a couple of days. And it may not look like it now, but the mall will be covered with carnival booths and rides for the 40th annual Spring Fling. ASUA and the Alumni Association founded Spring Fling back in 1974. Some students say having it moved to campus will let them experience it for the very first time.
I've heard they have a Ferris wheel, they got some cotton candy, bring a girlfriend, some of your friends, and it'll be awesome. So you should go to Spring Fling.
After the break, hear what school police have to say about last week's riot.
Hi, it's David Hasselhoff, the Hawk. Get Hawk with UATV. Stay tuned. Don't change the dial.
Welcome back to Wildcast. Well, the weather is just perfect, but let's tune in now to Shay Sorensen for what we could expect this week in weather. Shay.
Good evening, Wildcats. Say goodbye to the 70s because they won't be back anytime soon. A warming trend will prevail throughout the week. The cause is a strong ridge of high pressure building over the west coast. This system will drive temps about 10 to 12 degrees above our average of 79. This means it will get even hotter than it was today, which reached a high of 91. Tomorrow you can expect temps to get up to 94 degrees with mostly sunny skies through Friday. Tomorrow's temps drops back down to about 90, and then the rest of the week will sit in the mid to low 80s. As the temps rise, be sure to drink plenty of water to avoid dehydration. That's all I have for you, Wildcats, and I'll see you next time.
Given the extensive footage taken by students and other rioters, many are saying that Tucson police used an unnecessary amount of force in last week's unlawful assembly. Wildcast reporter Chelsea Hemphill has the story on how the UAPD would have handled the situation differently.
You know, the cops on their motorcycles kind of start coming up University, like towards Park. Everyone's having to sort of back away. And at that point, it was still kind of cool. Like, everyone was just like, you know, what are they doing here, sort of deal. And then all of a sudden, it just seemed like it just like started. Like, there was just something happening. And from what I saw, the cops sort of lined up, you know, across University, across the street, like towards Park. And I think all of a sudden people just like responded to that, and there was just this crowd that kind of ran toward it. And I will admit, I even ran toward it because I was like, what's going on, you know?
Alicia Gomez, a junior here at the University of Arizona, described her interpretation of the Tucson police interaction with the unlawful assembly Saturday night. It is hard to believe that this could have been the same street that was the scene for 15 arrests and some injury.
Tucson police did end up coming down to University Avenue in anticipation for a win. They ended up staying for about 2 hours after the game had ended to break up the unlawful assembly that had taken place on this street.
We had roughly 50 cameras, helmet cameras on our officers. We're going to review those. We're going to review any other videos that we received from the public, YouTube videos that have been uploaded, and we're going to review it all. It's too early to say whether we did perfect. It's too early to say that we did anything really wrong until we review it, just in the same light.
Sergeant Chris Weidmer noted that the officer that happened to have gotten in an altercation with the young woman had also been wearing one. The video that is going viral was only a small snapshot of the whole entire situation that happened between the police officer and the young woman.
Well, unfortunately, I don't know the whole plan or action plan for what TPD had for the NCAA and last week for the Elite Eight. But what I can tell you, it would be very consistent because we train with them back and forth as far as things that happen, and we're very dependent upon each other for resources and information and intel when we go into situations like that, because what affects them affects us.
There might have been a difference between how Tucson Police Department handled the unlawful assembly and how UAPD would have. This is due to the fact that UAPD is specially trained to interact with college students, and they have a close relationship with the University of Arizona student body. I am Chelsea Hemphill reporting from University Boulevard. This is Wildcast.
New details tonight on the people arrested in the Elite Eight riots on University. At least 10 people have now been arraigned in court on charges of unlawful assembly, resisting arrest, or disorderly conduct. A warrant is out for one man who did not show up to court today. A total of 15 people were arrested, and 9 of them are UA students. We told you last week TPD continues to investigate videos from that night in response to many complaints against their use of force.
Well, it seems that some of the controversy is starting to simmer down now that we're getting through some of the processes, such as the court cases and whatnot, and then some of the attention is being brought off us as other schools are going through similar problems.
Yeah, in UConn, after their big win for the NCAA tournament, they had riots, knocking down poles, using it as a battering ram, so that's not a good thing, of course, but I'm glad U of A is getting out of the spotlight for riots, at least.
I would agree.
Never a good thing.
Yes.
The university continues to honor the life of a UA student who died in a fall from the La Paz dorm. Students have put together a makeshift memorial just outside the hall for 19-year-old Michael Anderson. UAPD says he was climbing a tower on top of the dorm with a friend when he fell around 4 a.m. Friday morning. He died before police got to the scene. University counselors through Residence Life have been available to talk to anyone who's been shaken up by this. Anderson's fraternity, Phi Gamma Delta, is working on a formal memorial. Authorities continue to investigate the cause of the accident.
Refugees in Tucson received bikes this past weekend thanks to the Arizona Resource Connection and the International Rescue Committee. The ARC's goal is to integrate refugees into American society with the help of UA students. Club advisor Dr. Cindy Gilliand says being part of this club is an excellent experience.
The benefits that I gain as the advisor of this club and that the students gain as members are perhaps far greater than the impact that we have.
The annual bike drive was a success this year with over 20 bikes donated during the event. Bike recipients also were given bike lights, locks, and helmets. Refugees also learned bike safety basics and took their new rides out for a spin.
It's the difference between holding a job and providing for their family. So it's very, very exciting to see what a difference we're making. Yeah.
Coming up, hear what impact social media is having on your college education.
I'm Derek Williams, the former U of A Wildcat. You're watching UA TV. Don't change the channel.
Welcome back. Popular social media outlets like Twitter and Facebook have become a major aspect of our society today. Wildcast reporter Riley Brown has an inside look at how social media sites are affecting academic studies.
According to a survey taken by College Quarterly in 2013, the average college freshman spends a total of 6.2 hours on academic reading and 18 hours on social networking sites per week.
I'd say it makes me lazier and more procrastination for putting off my work because I have just so much that I can do on my phone. It's just so fun and it's so much more entertaining than doing homework and studying. It's so easy, you always have your phone with you and you can just go on and just be checking your status or tweeting at people instead of focusing on your work and studying. So.
In the same study, College Quarterly found that the average college student spends the same amount of time per week on social media as they do sleeping, no doubt factoring into academic performance.
It distracts me when I would rather talk to my friends and I'd rather just look at pictures than actually do homework. It probably makes me study less and then I just fail the quizzes the next day. It's so easy to just pull out my phone and even typing stuff on my computer, I can just pull up Tumblr or something.
There are billions of people everywhere connecting on social media each day, but at what point does our consumption become too much? Reporting from the University of Arizona for Wildcast, I'm Riley Brown.
UA softball has been dominant this year and the football team is still working hard. Well, let's turn over now to sports reporter Chelsea Moe for this week for the Wildcats. Chelsea.
Hello, Wildcats. This week in football, alumni letter winners have the opportunity to reconnect with their alma mater through a variety of events this weekend. One of these events includes UA football's spring game this Saturday, April 12th at 1 p.m. After the first day of the Red Hawk Invitational, Arizona men's golf is in 9th place in team standings with a total score of 576. The competition will conclude this week. In Texas this past Monday, Connecticut took home the 2014 NCAA Division I Men's Basketball Championship. Congratulations, Connecticut. According to CBS Sports Early Preseason Top 25, Arizona is already ranked number 2 for the 2015 season. They say this because of both returning players and new players like Stanley Johnson and Craig Victor. That's all in sports, Wildcats. Back to you.
As always, thanks for tuning into Wildcast. You can watch us anytime online at uatv.arizona.edu or on our YouTube channel, UATV CH3.
We'll see you next week for another edition of Wildcast. Good night.